Hi, I'm Jeff Ching, and I'm going to be recapping the top 10 movies of 2004. So, OMG, are you excited? I sure know I am excited to recap the top 10 movies of 2004. Well, you see, this is an empty set, so let's fill up the set. I say fuck all those expansions. I ain't using nothing but cubes and maybe a globe. Alright, let's start off with the number 10 movie. What was it? It was none other than Remember 2003, grossing a pretty massive 43 points overall. The movie debuted on the week of May 24th, opening with 20 points, which was the sixth highest opening gross in box office history, and the highest opening for a hardcore entertainment movie. Remember 2003 is currently hardcore entertainment's highest grosser, but that's of course until Orcus's Marvelly Confused starts kicking my ass pretty badly. So yeah, moving on to the next movie. Coming in at 9th place, it was that crazy action movie that either made people OMG orgasm or OMG not orgasm. It was JDR Revival.
The clone trap always works.
Likewise.
It debuted the week after Remember 2003's debut, opening with a very impressive 21 points, making it the 5th highest opening week gross of all time. JDR Revival was Dan's first movie to rule the box office 2 weeks in a row. And this movie also has the record of the most pathetically laughable lowest box office victory of all time as well. It was number 1 on the week of June 7th, with an absolutely horrible 2 points. Yes, the number 1 movie of that week was a 2-point gross. How shitty is that? Well, whatever, it was still number 1. Anyways, the film lasted quite a long time. It's got a pretty good chance of winning Best Action Movie of the Year. JDR Revival ended its run with an explosive 45 points. Now for the 8th place movie. This was quite a slow grosser, but a definite hit. Arguably the best 3D horror film of all time. Yes, we're talking about Mike Storch and Ramza Brave's Gnomes.
Ah! What the hell? Oh my god.
Gnomes was another one of those movies that ruled the box office 2 weeks in a row. But it was not doing that well, honestly. Like, at the end of the first 3 weeks of Gnomes' release, it had only collected 22 points. What Gnomes had grossed in 3 weeks, Liquid Sunshine had outgrossed in just 1 week. Plus, Liquid Sunshine was far less hyped and, took less time to do. But things looked up. Gnomes sure had some strong staying power. Gnomes had the record for the highest number of consecutive weeks in the top 10, with a very impressive 9 straight weeks in the top 10, then eventually got bumped off. So, Gnomes ended its run by scaring up a total of 46 points. Coming in at a very surprising 7th place, considering how low replies the topic received. This is definitely one of the biggest surprise hits of the year. We're talking about those fucking really cute, adorable, but evil birds. Yeti and Squidward's Halloween Nightmare. Good edition.
La la la.
Whoa!
Yeti and Squidward originally debuted on the week of February 16th, but it was unable to beat out JDR Revolutions and Pirates, which had ruled that week. However, on its second week of release, it did take the number 1 spot with 6 points. Yeti and Squidward, it was quite the slow grosser, but holy shit did it have legs. It lasted a fucking breathtaking 36 weeks in the box office before dying out, which is the second longest box office run which is tied with Schizophrenia. And, fuck, what else was I gonna say? Yeah. Fuck, I don't remember. Whatever. Yeti and Squidward ended its run with 48 points overall. Speaking of long box office survival, our number 6 movie is JDR Revolutions. It debuted on the week of February 16th, and it debuted at the number 1 spot, tied with Pirates that week. It was quite a nice surprise hit released out of nowhere by one of those, in-the-closet dragon film nerd faggots. But early on in the game, it looked like the movie wasn't really going anywhere. Like, for example, a movie like Remember 2003 grossed 20 points in 1 week, while it took JDR Revolutions 9 weeks to finally hit 20 points, which is pretty slow. But, believe it or not, the movie that debuted on February 6th is still alive today. Yes, it's quite shocking. The Keep JDR Revolutions Alive campaign has become even more contagious than AIDS, cancer, gonorrhea, SARS, syphilis, and Tom Bound syndrome combined. The movie has currently been in the box office for a stunning 46 weeks, which is by far the highest number of weeks in the box office without dying out. And let's not forget about the time JDR Revolutions was number 1 at the box office on its fucking 44th week of release. That is unheard of. When Rotisserie Chick was number 1 in the 5th week, that was shocking, but not as shocking as this. So I'll classify this movie as the number 1 biggest surprise hit of the year. JDR Revolution is still alive today, and at the end of 2004, it's looking at 51 points overall. Coming in at 5th place of 2004, it's that evil guy that never takes off his costume. Even when he's at home, banging his wife, or raping a girl, or forcing a girl to suck his cock, or forcing an 80-year-old woman to suck his cock. It is Satanic.
Good evening, ma'am.
Oh, hello. Good day, young man. I was hoping I'd be able...
I've always wanted to be blown by someone with no teeth.
Being the main event movie of the August 2004 Film Festival, the movie debuted on September 6th and it opened at number 1 with 24 points, which is the 3rd highest opening week gross of all time. The movie went on to have a very shitty sophomore frame, actually being unable to defeat a movie called Hat Boy. Believe it, Satanic got beaten by a fucking movie called Hat Boy. But moving on, the film redeemed itself on its 3rd week, hitting number 1 again, with an impressive 11 points. Unfortunately, Satanic has been getting an ass kicking by Pamela for a very long time, but still, Satanic's quite alive. It's making many people's top 10 lists, and it has a pretty damn good chance of winning Best Movie, so, who knows. At the current moment, Satanic's at 5th place, and to this date, Satanic has cashed in a very impressive 54 points. Alright, in 4th place. It was the highest grossing short movie of 2004, and maybe a pretty fucking cool movie to watch while stoned.
I woke up today, but I don't wake up a lot. In fact, this is the first time in years. I don't feel very awake, but I don't feel very alive.
It's Liquid Sunshine, a movie that wasn't that hyped, but holy fuck did it do amazing in the box office. Debuting on the week of May 17th, the movie opened at number 1, grossing a ridiculously high 25 points, which is the 2nd highest opening week gross of all time. The movie lasted a pretty impressive 26 weeks at the box office. Well, the movie is dead now, but it ended its run by cashing in an absolutely massive 56 points overall. Now for 3rd place. This movie was originally meant to just be a warm-up movie to the big main event Satanic in the August 2004 Film Festival. However, Pamela has really been giving Satanic a real Ike Turner bitch slapping in its box office run.
2 days later, the man who hired me turned up dead as well. This disturbing pattern of my clients not staying alive long enough to pay me was, well, disturbing. Once again I arrived at the crime scene while the police were still investigating. I found a note clenched in his hand that they had missed because they were taking a donut break. It confirmed my suspicions. Pamela was still at it.
Yes, it was Aaron Haynes' masterpiece, and in my opinion, far better than Redux. And this is the highest grossing film released by former In the Closet Dragon Films nerdfag. Anyways, the film debuted at number 1. It actually opened on a Saturday, and it grossed an unbelievable 16 points in just fucking 2 days of release, which is really, really good. Then on its sophomore frame, it grossed an eye-popping 20 points, coming very close to beating Satanic's opening week. Pamela set the record for being the fastest movie to hit the 50-point mark, accomplishing this feat in only 4 weeks. Pamela is also the only movie in box office history to cash in double-digit grosses in 3 separate weeks. The movie currently shows no sign of slowing down, and to this date, Pamela has pammed up an absolutely stellar 64 points. Now on the second place movie of 2004. Well, it debuted at number 1 on the very first week of the box office got started. No doubt the box office interest was huge during this time, and holy fucking OMFG shit did this movie capitalize. Coming at number 2, it is Jamin's only film released this year. It's Schizophrenia.
You want a drink, baby?
Well, yeah, I'd like a sip.
Alright. Come on, while you're down there, why don't you...
The film debuted on the week of February 9th, and it opened with an absolutely robust 35 points. This is still by far the highest opening week gross of all time. Schizophrenia is the only movie to hit the triple decade mark in just 1 week. Schizophrenia survived 36 weeks at the box office, making it tied with Yeti and Squidward for the second longest surviving movie of all time. Fuck, I gotta stop fucking up my lines. Alright. Okay. The February released movie died at the end of September, and its total was almost as big as the number of Tom Bones dermatologists who have committed suicide. The very first number 1 movie of the year is number 2 movie of 2004, ending its run with 73 points overall. Just a measly 2 points behind the number 1 movie of 2004. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the number 1 movie of the year. Well, which one was it? It's a film by a director that never communicates with the community, but, you know, he's a cool guy, and yeah, he's badass. He's none other than Tom Seville, and the number 1 movie of 2004 is Knights of Camelot.
Now this is interesting.
Hello, gentlemen. Would you like to come into the casino?
Oh, can we, Master Float? Huh? Can we?
We could probably treble what we got here.
Please.
No, please stay. I'll pay you.
Yes, all right.
Excellent.
Debuting on the week of April 5th, Knights was the very first movie of the year to rule the box office 2 weeks in a row. What made Knight's second week victory even more impressive was the fact that it fought off the debuts of both The World Around Igby and Mindless Cycle Killings, 2 movies that are not easy competition at all. Knights of Camelot debuted with 23 points, which was the 4th highest opening debut of the year, and Knights reached 30 points in just 2 weeks and the 40-point mark in just 3 weeks. Lasting 22 weeks in the box office, Knights of Camelot has lapped up 75 points overall, and that's pretty goddamn amazing, if you ask me. So there you have it, folks, the number 1 movie of the year. Alright, here's some quick trivia for you. Which director has the most box office points? Is it A. Dominator Dan, B. Tom Seville, C. Sammy Sagittarius, or D. John Barton? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. Alright, your time's up. The answer is actually A. With the releases of 4 big hits, JDR Revolutions, JDR Revival, Actors Day, and 20 Ways to Ruin Christmas, Dominator Dan in just 1 year has grossed 147 points, making him by far the highest grossing director of the year. And here's another trivia question for you. What's the highest grossing movie of the year that never hit number 1? Is it A. Epic, Episode 1, B. Community Clash, C. Ringu, or D. The Bird Sanctuary? 5 seconds to take your guess and I'll tell you the answer. Alright, your time's up. The answer is C. Ringu. It debuted the same week that Remember 2003 debuted, so it debuted in second place with 17 points, and ended its run with a really solid 42 points. And coming in a close second place was Epic, Episode 1, which I don't remember I think it debuted in either second or third place, I don't remember, but it ended its run with 39 points. It never hit number 1, but 39 points is still damn good. Community Clash Episode 6 hit number 1 2 weeks in a row, so if you guessed that, then you're a fucking, if you should punch yourself in the face. And Bird Sanctuary never got number 1, but it got 25 points, which isn't too bad, but not quite high up there with the other movies. Well, it's the end of the year, and yeah, I'm just gonna end it. I don't feel like making any more trivia questions because I'm just too fucking tired to right now. So I just want to make a final comment about the box office. Yes, it's flawed. Yes, it's had its ups and downs during the year. But I think in general, it's been a big success, and I think it's gotten a lot of people more enthusiastic about movie making, and quite a few people look forward to the box office reports, so I'm really glad to see that. When it debuted at Cool 3DM shit a few years ago, it was just a huge flop. Like, it sucked really bad. So I'm really glad to see it didn't fail really badly this year. I'd like to thank Space Goat for showing his support for the box office and for making that really kick-ass easy to update box office banner at the bottom of the page. I want to thank everyone that just keeps voting. It's you guys that keep the box office alive. Thanks to everyone that keeps replying to every box office topic I make, whether you make your smart-ass comments or make fun of me. I don't care. It's all good. And who else do I want to thank? Yeah, and to all those people that make movies, you guys fucking rule. You really do. Like, really. Now, if you excuse me, I have to take a shit. So, yeah. Thanks for all your support over the year. Everyone that loved the box office, you guys fucking rule. I want to hug you guys really badly. And, yeah, Happy New Year. Bye.